Southern farms also got the flame. Michigan grows folks. Just wanna grow something to smoke. Michigan grows show. Michigan grows show. Michigan grows show. Michigan grows show.
Welcome back to the Bro Show Live. This is episode number 97. Skill was a little slow, so I stole this whole intro line.
Hey, man, you got it. Run it, baby.
Sorry that the production showed my toolbar there. I don't know what was up with that. Still figuring out how to do all that bullshit. Welcome to the show. We appreciate everyone being here. As you saw in the video, our sponsors are 2020 Mendocino, Easy Swap Pots, State Genetics, Tiki Madman, and Madam Euphoria Farms. What's up, guys? Stoney gave me props for the fade out. That means a lot from a pro.
Now, if we can just get rid of that Firefox toolbar, we'll be all good, right?
Yeah, dude, it's a good start, but some of the pieces are missing to the puzzle, so we'll get it together.
We'll bring it up. We're stepping
We'll bring
it
it
up.
next week.
Look at that first shot of all those buds are very nice and crisp and clear. Pretty shiny.
Red is streaming live from the crib.
Red, what are you going to call your location?
Yeah.
We'll call this home base.
Home
Okay,
base.
yeah, you have
HQ.
a good nickname.
Yeah. This is not officially the Red Setter Farm.
No, this is not Red Setter Farm.
Yeah, this is not the Irish Hills location.
So,
good old Zone 5 over here. Got all my pepper plants and starts, some cannabis.
some cannabis. Oh, yeah. What do we got back there for cannabis?
Oh, yeah.
Which ones you got?
I'll take a little tour. Let's see.
Okay.
Right
Hold on,
now.
let's do intros first, and then we'll do a tour of everything real quick.
I got
Red,
excited.
we'll let
I
you
seen
go
plans,
first.
man.
Red, where can everyone find you? Your socials and stuff, and your show tonight. You're doing your show, right?
I'm going to do my show tonight. Polarity Science will be on this evening. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The first, I believe, 9 or 10 episodes. And thanks, Skilbo has been an awesome co-host jumping on as well. So I appreciate everybody's support with that. Harm Reduction channel, Plant Theogen channel, cannabis consumption channel, the whole 9. So I'm doing a live inoculation this evening. So tune in for that. I'll be inoculating some grain spawn. On the Polarity Science.
Learn some stuff.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Red Setter Farm, also at Polarity Science, and right here on the Michigan Bros Grow Show. The late sesh is always Monday nights at 11 p.m. And tonight I am hanging out in my backyard. As you hear these sirens.
Sounds like you're in Oakland or something.
Yeah, he sounds like he's in the red zone, not the 5 zone.
The Michigan version of, if you will. Yeah, definitely.
They're coming to take me away. Ha
Chad, since the cops are coming, run.
It's like, hit the fence.
Just grass, man. Too concerned.
It's just grass. We just
Mr.
rolled back to
Quigley's getting-
1974.
Mr.
Gotta
Quigley,
count
the
that.
old G over here, is getting
Okay.
pissed just hearing those sirens.
He ain't about
Yeah.
that life.
There's a good chance Red is actually smoking grass right now.
There's a good chance I'm actually smoking grass, real green grass.
Real grass.
I'll take off for a little tour of the farm here in a second. I'm gonna burn this sucker though.
All right. Thank you, Red. Let's roll around and invite Dankman Dan. Welcome, bro. Where can everyone find you?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us, chat. You can find me at Dankman Dan on Instagram. You can find me here with the Bros Show. You can find me Saturday mornings with the Wake and Bake. And you can find me at Freedom Green Farms, LLC.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it very much. Abolished, would you like to go next? Welcome, sir. I'm wearing your shirt today.
Thanks for the support. Yeah, it looks pretty good on you. I have
It's a
to say.
V-neck. It shows off my chest hair. All three of my chest hairs poke right out of here. It's
I wear mine. I
awesome.
look like I'm beefcake.
We got you the custom V-neck because you bring sexy back and all that.
That's right. I was just
We want to
talking about that
spotlight
song
those
today.
three chest hairs, man.
Great.
But what's up, guys? This is Abolish Farms. You can find me on IG, YouTube, and all around here at MBGS. Hope everyone's having a dank night.
Thank you for joining us, man. Painted Lady, welcome to the show. Where can everyone find you?
Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Cheers, chat. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It was a beautiful weekend here in the Mitten, and everybody can find me right here on Sunday and Monday nights on the Michigan Bros Grow Show and over on Instagram at Painted Lady Gardens.
Thank you for joining us. Spartan, you're not hitting the bong anymore. I let you get a breath in after the bong so you could do your intro. Last week I did you dirty and gave you a
Slid it
drive.
right to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I
called
understand.
that's called pulling a skill bow.
You gotta be really quick sometimes and get between the bong rips. It's okay. I'm happy as fuck because I just ate another one of those Outshine bars that taste exactly
You
like
put this
a
shit in his story.
It's so fucking good. I swear, if you like a Mounds candy bar, just picture it like frozen. It's fucking great. It's one of the best things I've had this year. How about that? New
That
item.
sounds-
Wow.
Highly
that's-
recommended.
All right,
So
yeah,
good, man.
Where'd you get it at? Where'd you get it
Bougie.
at?
Meyer. I just bought it at Meyer in the
Okay.
frozen section.
All right, guys.
When you starting a cooking channel, Spartan? Everybody wants it.
You know what? Shout out to Meyer and their phenomenal ice cream section that they've really been working on lately. Stepping their game up for us.
Hey,
stoners.
you can get it at Polly's too. I don't know where else. It's not just Meyer. I don't want to, I'm not really beholden to any.
Meyer Thrifty.
Grocery
That's how
store.
much Spartan talks about Myra on this show, though. Like all the time.
He's an
It's
MTA
just
kid. Yeah,
containers.
man. He's an MTA kid.
I am a Meyer guy, man. It's close to me. I got this at Meyer today after I turned back my bottle returns. So it
Let's say
didn't cost me.
watermelon? No, raspberry lemonade. Okay.
Raspberry and lemon. I've never tried that one. So
That one sounds good.
it's a new
Yeah,
one.
that's a good combo.
Got the just straight ginger today. I haven't tried the just straight ginger.
Ooh.
You're gonna be zooming tonight, Red.
Has anyone tried the ginger berry? I keep seeing ginger berry, and I'm like, what the fuck is a ginger berry?
It reminds me like the closest thing to a pop. Like it really reminds me of a pop, the ginger ones.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
really
seen
like
it,
the ginger
so-
one. I like
so
the straight ginger ones.
that's what I could
What
drink.
the fuck is a ginger berry?
This sounds like something that just was created.
It's something that hangs off of a redheaded person.
That's a dingleberry.
Yikes.
The back
See,
end of
now, if it said ginger, one word, berry underneath it as two
And
words,
you would know what's up. Yeah.
I would say, okay, that's
Is
a
it
berry and
hyphenated?
ginger together. But no,
Yeah,
it's
man.
all one word, no space, nothing. Ginger berry.
Oh.
gingerberry.
Yeah,
It's
so it
blue.
probably is a berry that hangs off of a ginger person then.
It's a blue label, so maybe it's a blue berry and a ginger. I don't know.
I guarantee you, we're gonna see a meme about ginger berries by the end of the night.
They're like member berries.
Yeah, it's a lot like
Member
member
berries.
berries.
Yeah.
As always, chat, remember to hit us with your grow questions. We'll be happy to answer those as we go through here. Until then, we're going to do our normal thing and go through our various weekly
Well,
topics. And yeah, go
Before
ahead.
we go much further, I would really like to welcome everybody in chat. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us
Yeah, of
tonight. I
course.
hope you guys are having a good evening, good close down to your week. Come through, get some positive vibes. Red's showing off some LD9.
Lemon dozy.
Nice, nice.
So basically all these here, 3 of these. This is a little
Roncito?
Yeah, never sprouted a root. So
Now, is
it's
that
just kind of
the-
been doing this for the last few weeks, but
That's the green room cross, right? Oh,
yeah,
the
these all have to
Granddaddy?
go in
Yeah.
the ground. They all need some. No, that's Granddaddy, but these are all. They all need to go in the ground. They need nitrogen really bad. They ate up all the castings. This is all tomatoes. I'll say mixed. Tomatoes just aren't eating it as fast. Peppers are getting big.
What kinds of peppers are you running, Red?
Let's see here. These are the hotties.
The hotties.
Carolina Reapers. There's some Scorpion Yellows.
Okay.
Yellow. Chocolate Habanero. A couple chocolate habaneros there. Trinidad Scorpion. There's some Buke Joka, which I also have a larger start that I got from a nursery in the garden. We got some
Ooh.
basil.
Jalokia.
These are all sweets here.
Yeah, regular ghosts.
Bunch of sweets. Bunch of different kinds of sweets.
Now, do you make a jam or anything with those? What do you do with those?
Eat them. I'm
I
gonna
make hot sauce out of them.
really
Yeah.
really hot stuff. I'll make IPM. I'm doing jacks with this sunflower. So did a little bit of water today, but this is typically just going to go dissolve in jacks ground so far. 3, 2, 1. Just jacks.
which-
3, 2, 1.
Which one of that? Which kind of sunflower is that? Is that like the gigantic one?
Yeah, one of the mammoth, large mammoth.
Sequence.
I
More
forget that
citrus.
it does that.
I know it doesn't let her back in. I'd like to
It sounds like she's pissed off too.
welcome Tara
That's
Wilson to
good.
the shore.
You got some Death Star. Death Star. This I think is Granddaddy.
It's okay. I'm just gonna be the voice behind the fucking curtain today.
That's right. You tell him, Tara.
I pushed the button, so you can start it. It says Tara will start video later.
Ask to start video. There you go. I
That's
got
what
you,
I did.
Tara. There it
Yeah.
is. She's
I
back.
pushed
Must
it
have
already.
Is
Howdy, howdy. I know I was sick yesterday, but damn.
I mean, I know that I don't know what I'm doing, but I know how to push the right
thought
button.
you got cut out and put timeout for a while, man.
I'm used to being in timeout.
She was
Been a
in the-
while.
stuck in the solitary confinement.
Dude, it's like the waiting room for these shows. Sometimes, see, like I'll tell you a little backstory to the thing. We always have the same numbers for each different show that we have, right? So I'm smart. I know what they are. So I'll punch them in. And, because we do like pre-show.
You're gonna blow
half hour
everyone
before.
else's mind right now because everybody else probably thinks it's a different
They just-
number
they're
every
like,
time.
It's a different number every time. No. So sometimes, like today, what I did is I came and I logged on to Zoom real quick, and it says, you have to wait for the host to start the meeting. So I went and bailed out.
Which
came
means
back.
I wasn't here yet.
Nope, he wasn't there yet. So, but when he opened the thing, I was already there. So he let me in, and bang. So when I got here, Abolish was already kicking it with sequence. Red, do you have a body in there? What is that?
It does look like there's a
Root
body in there.
balls.
Root balls, baby.
Root balls. This is-
Red, why do you keep your root balls in black plastic bags?
They're all going back here.
So they compost.
Is it just to
No.
transport them? It's not to like kill
yes, don't
microbes or
spill shit on
anything?
my floors. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just transporting them.
get some nice
Okay,
color.
I didn't
there,
know
Red.
if it was for like IPM or something.
No, not necessarily. This is just a bunch of compost, bunch of wildflowers, whole bunch of I made this terrace last year. I had this little hill in my backyard, and I kind of wanted to extend this bed. You can't really see it. It's all covered in trees and weeds, but I built up this terrace. I snagged all these logs from my neighbor. She was throwing them away. Here, it's this yellow flower. It's pretty. That's those. Bunch of wildflowers in here. And some compost, some hostas. Same with over here. Perennials. That's what these are going to be. Except I just a couple marigolds that I planted. Put a random pumpkin over here. I buried my dog shit back here.
I bury my dog shit back here.
The
Excellent spot.
secret ingredient.
Yep, exactly. Keeps the bunnies out. But you might see Peter. Peter's
I've-
bouncing around back here somewhere.
I've heard of Dairy Do, but now I guess I'm hearing about Dioji Do.
What'd you do? Let's see here. This is the
Red's
largest.
outdoor garden is pretty
Oh, he just
cool.
killed his camera on us.
Shit, I might have pushed the wrong button.
Did
Red.
you do it again? Ask to start video.
I already did. I think instead of spotlighting him, I turned his video off.
Did it mute him too?
No.
somebody must be tired.
There he is.
Did you
He's
shut
back.
off my video?
Baby,
I think
come
I
back.
did.
This is the largest sunflower. That's a volunteer.
Oh, from last year? Nice.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Here. Some petunia. Little tomato. Some random melons or something. Yeah, got a bunch of corn. Cucumber. Citronella. This is like where it gets the most wet back here. Toss citronella back here.
Red, you're driving 150 miles an hour on my screen. It's like it's
Go
hard
too
to get it
fast?
to focus. Yeah. Anybody else, or is this
Yeah,
my
I
old
think,
eyes?
no, I think he's going too fast for his connection.
That's what it is.
Okay. Too fast for my connection. All right, this is a random root ball graveyard. I can just keep stacking these tall and just keep burying.
Is
root
that a
balls
new
back.
spot this year? That part? Or
No,
are
I
you on
built
the
this
inside
up-
still? Okay.
I built this last year. I'm still on the outside of the garden.
Yeah.
Right here. This is the gated area. Cannabis spot.
So stop right there, Red. Last year, there were some grape apes that were like right as soon as you walked into the left, remember? Like right
Grape
there.
ape.
Yeah, right in that spot.
This is grape ape.
Because it did well in that spot, didn't it?
Yeah, I need nitrogen. Need some nitrogen. I need to brew some teas, get some castings, extract it out, toss some
Maybe
castings.
some dog do.
The OG.
Yeah,
I didn't turn it off that time.
yeah, that might have been me. I don't know. I'm not touching it. Could be my connection bouncing back and forth from Wi-Fi. So these leaves, when they yellow out like this, just say goodbye, and I just put it right there. I hadn't really cleaned these plants up since they've been inside, so they just got transplanted, so they're still getting through their shock and doing all their stuff. So I just kind of do that all the time. This is going to be reserved for, I think Death Star is going to go here, 2 Death Star plants. This is going to be filled out with these Girls Gone Wild right here.
Those were
And two-
monsters last year.
Yeah, so they're already getting up there. And these are Girls Gone Wild. And I'm expecting them to kind of fill out this entire net area.
Slow down and show us your Scrog system there on the post. What do you do? Just slide it down around there? You got hooks on it or anything? Just adjusting? Okay, there we go.
This is just layer 1. I may get away with layer 2, but then I'm going to have to put in some T stakes, T posts. Might have to do it right.
Those 6-footers?
8-footers. I might have to get some 8-footers. These motherfuckers, these plants get 13 feet tall. Girls Gone Wild last year got 10 feet tall. I couldn't reach the top, get on a ladder.
You know what happens if you overgrow a T-post like that? Let's say that you had 6-footers and you fucked up. You could do some super ghetto stuff where you could buy PVC pipe that slides over top of it and then drill a hole through it and then bolt it into spot on there.
That is vegregation. They're called stars and stripes. It's not a pest or anything. That's vegregation. The watermelon itself will actually have these.
Red, isn't it? Moon and Stars? I think that was Moon and Stars. Isn't it?
Maybe Moon and Stars. What did I call it? Stars and Stripes?
Yeah, Stars. And
I've never
Stripes.
seen that one before.
Moon and Stars. Yeah, Moon and Stars. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
see that you get that the actual skin of the watermelon looks just like that or very similar.
Hell yeah.
I've got more sunflower. So basically the entire perimeter is sunflower and corn. Corn, sunflower, maybe some beans that are being eaten, but I got more beans. I'm going to get started in starts. Let's get in here.
Now,
this is just layers and layers and layers of leaf mulch, grass clippings. And then down, this is just clay. This is a couple years. I can dig
where you started.
Yeah.
right into that clay. That's a stick that was buried. Well, there was a stick that buried. Lots of sticks, lots of stuff. What the hell? Marigolds everywhere. I basically did the perimeter in marigolds. This sage is the second season. So here's a Bujoka getting eaten up like crazy. So I don't know what the hell is it. Probably got a beetle or something I got to take care of. But this is pretty much a no spray garden.
Might be
It goes-
slugs. Might be slugs. Looks kind of like sluggish.
Probably not very tall. I try to get my plants big enough so that they'll just naturally grow away from the slug damage, and I just pull away the slug damage. This is citrique.
Yeah.
This one's looking really nice. 2 citrique.
So what can you do for slugs like that in your garden? What should you do if you don't want to
think I
get
could
carried away with stuff.
Diatomaceous earth or something like that might work.
Copper wire,
Yeah, I want to try the copper tape.
copper tape.
Can you go into that a little bit?
You put copper tape around your pots or around your raised beds, and the slugs won't cross it. Sluggo, like Canna Kitten says, she's fought this for years.
Yeah,
She knows. That's who I was thinking of. Is she was talking about put a plate of something out, and they like ate all the shit.
So I can't see chat. I'm not pulled up on YouTube or anything.
I think it was beer. She put something.
This is all strawberries.
She's saying in chat, Sluggo is the best.
Overgrown.
Yeah, Panis. Oh, yeah, stale beer.
Bunch of grass, just overgrown everywhere. I got to do a lot of weeding out here. But this sucker here, I'm loving this. It's just this strawberry in the middle of my path. This is going to go in a pot. You see, I got all of her little babies coming out already. Like, this is like some seriously productive strawberries. I'm loving it. More in the path. I'm going to pot up everything in the path.
I'd leave that shit right there. It's claiming that spot. Fuck it.
I mean, this is all taking over my pathway.
So walk on it.
I let it
Walk on it. It'll move out of the way.
I'll let it take up all. No, I like it. I like
It'll move out of the way.
They did some dill.
It is, dude. That's how you do it.
Dude, I got dill all over now in my fucking in one of my beds. It's just popping up, just volunteers, man. That's awesome. A bunch of tomatoes just filling up my fucking bed too, just coming out of nowhere.
So I think this is gonna be lemon dozy. 1, 2, 3. Lemon dozy right here. Fill out the spot next to the yarrow.
You gonna set up the same scrog there too?
No, I'm not gonna scrog those. I'm just gonna let them grow tall, I think, and bushy next to each other. I think that I might scrog these out over here. The grape ape won't need it. They're not gonna get much bigger than that. The Death Star,
that corn's gonna get tall enough to block everything. So
yeah.
No,
the Death Star in the middle will get scrogged. And then the Citric here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It might not get that big either.
I know something you can do with that Citric.
Just do a fence.
It's all radish.
I got your sequence. I got you.
Yeah. No. There, take some bones or whatever. This is going to be a bunch of corn. Just doing some 360 here, you know. So right here, in the middle is sunflower. We got beans. We got corn. The 3 sisters right here. I got squash.
Where did you learn that in elementary school, Red?
It's from the Native Americans. You learned it from the Native Americans.
That was the joke from the history class.
Got the beans, the corn, and the squash. I'm missing the squash, but I got.
Go get one from a greenhouse. It's already started.
Everywhere. So this is the other row that is basically season by season in cannabis. This is going to be some flow. It's going to be a granddaddy. There's going to be all those other pots. A citric. They're all going to go back here. There's some petunias. There's rosemary just about everywhere. There's a lot of the IPM. Same with this dill. Dill right here. And then the yarrow, of course. All these little flowers of yarrow. This is a sage, more petunia, and then thyme. Lots of thyme. The thyme, of course, and then the showcase will be the strawberries and cream. And hope the strawberries
showcase spot.
Yep. And this is last season's Girls Gone Wild. So I'm letting it remain here where it was last season and pay homage to the new season and volunteer sunflower. So this sunflower may actually act as a stake for this. So got some more. This is the pink yarrow. Super excited. I love yarrow. Just sequence. I know you just got a yarrow. It's going to get big, dude. This thing's like 4 feet wide right now. It's big. Super big. It's taking over this whole spot. More sunflowers.
Love the color of that one, Red. That pink yarrow.
It's just so pink. This one's got some. This is like sort of pink. It's like pinkish, but it's more white than pink. It's going to flower like crazy. I had a flow that was supposed to be scrogged right here, but this took up most of the flow. So I'm just going to stake the plants this year. And then this here is an asparagus garden. So again, I'm letting all my asparagus go to flower. letting it all bolt. Here's an asparagus that's just barely bolting. There's a couple over here. This one here is barely bolting. Just started to bolt maybe today. This guy here. So this whole area here, and this is all horseradish. Giant dinosaur horseradish. This is a second season horseradish. Not sure what it'll do this year, but I might eventually pull it.
That radish is impressive.
Pretty big. So love all the rosemary. Just gonna.
Thanks for the tour, Red. Chat's really been enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just gonna do a little browsing around here. This is a volunteer sunflower. I'm just gonna leave it. Most volunteers I'm just letting go. So they're just kind of, like Spartan said, claiming their home. I'm hoping that most of my pathway is clover. It's really nice walking on the clover. But
most of my grass is clover. I love it.
These are potatoes. Got a bag of potatoes. You got a handful of potatoes that just don't get eaten.
So, Red, for the chat, what's your gardening strategy there? How did you build the beds? How do you feed them? How do you water them, etc.?
It's all no-till. I water it with a sprinkler over here. And this is a cheap sprinkler, so it hasn't been working right. So I have to water manually mostly. These beds were seeded by hand with the radish at one time, and ever since, I've never once seeded again with radish. I get radish that comes up every year. Okay, so I did drop some cardboard down. I'm gonna start here, right? Drop some cardboard down, kill off the grass, lay down some compost, lay down some biomass. For these, it wasn't much, but for these, I was using a lot of sticks and twigs, mostly a bunch of shit that I took off that lilac when I pruned it. But that's kind of what I built these out of. And then just grass clippings. Got a big yard.
So it's all organic, soil only, old soil.
Yeah, I the only digging that I've done was like a lifting with my pitchfork. Dug in and lifted. I didn't do any turning, tilling, no spraying, didn't kill any grass. Ooh, here's another natural clover patch. Oh, it feels so good. So nice over here. Here's some melons, cantaloupe melon style melons. Everything's getting huge.
Uncle Rick asks how long you've had that garden, Red.
This is the third season for these 3 beds. 1, 2, 3 beds. Now these were beds that just kind of went like this, right? I just filled in these sides last season. So this is second season middles, right? This bed.
You're losing your bandwidth, Red.
Sorry, this bed I'm like getting emails coming through. This bed right here is a third season, just with same with all of these. And then this is its second season. I just made that last year. The whole middle right here was a vine area. It was only straw. And this was all squash. So the squash would just vine out into, oh shit.
It's all right, Red. Thank you for showing off your garden and stuff. We'll let's get everybody else involved here, and we'll chat about some other things. We appreciate it very much. Chat was really enjoying that, Red.
Totally.
Well, let me start by asking Tara, what are you trimming over there?
Sorry, I had you muted. Second sight.
Oh, what cross is that? Do you know?
And Jack the Ripper.
Ooh, okay. Could be really good.
Yeah, this is the one that it hermied on me. So I tried to pick all the manners off that I could, but I'm finding some right now, but nothing too bad.
Well, it doesn't matter if you got them now.
Well, no, that silly. It wasn't that bad. It was just on a few of the lower branches, and I just don't think it's getting adequate light.
I was about to say, you think you just let it go too long?
No, I think the canopy was too thick, and I didn't get it thinned out enough. There was a lot in there.
Very possible.
Pretty easy to trim. Smells good. Smells kind of hazy.
I love the plants that are easier to trim, especially when you've trimmed a lot, and then you start running a new seed cross or whatever, and you're picking phenotypes. The ones that are easier to trim automatically move towards the top of the pile.
I by no means have trimmed a lot. I'm a very slow trimmer still, so I definitely have to up my game a bit.
What kind of fungus we got here, chat?
Ooh, Red's got a fungus. How many times have you asked someone that sort of question, Red?
Only when it's visible.
Here's a video. What kind of fungus is this?
Ooh, oh yeah, here's a. What's this, guys? That's a volunteer. What do you think? Anybody recognize that?
Dude, if you could see your feed right now through our eyes, you wouldn't ask us what we're seeing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it bad?
Yeah, ish.
Looks like a little cannabis plant. Maybe.
Yeah. Totally is. It'll get
Or,
big.
I thought you said feet. If you could see your feet.
Wait,
I did too at first. I was like, they couldn't have said feet.
He could have, because Red's walking around barefoot out there. So then I was going to look extra hard to see how nasty they were.
Full Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
He's completing that connection with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Grounding.
Getting a hookworm right now.
Build your immunity and character.
I walk in my backyard and my dog's shit out there. I just avoid the shit. Or try.
Yep. Just avoid the shit. Hey, that might be a radish also. Nice radish. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna let that one grow into a flower. That one flower.
We do have a question that's recurring in chat. Shout out to In the Moment. Says, anybody know why people say not to press autoflowers or fast plants?
Do they mean rosin press? I don't know what they mean by the question.
Ooh, I think they meant press as in like push, not press as in dab.
Right, that's what I assumed. I figured both ways, right? And I don't know what to answer.
In the Moment, you want to give us a little clarification? We'll come back to that.
I think they're asking why not to push them with autoflowers. I can speak on. It's because you don't want to take the chance of slowing them down, because if you stunt an autoflower, you don't get to like veg extra long to fix that problem where you lost. It doesn't give a shit. It still is on its own schedule, and it's going to flower, and it's going to flower stunted. If it flowers stunted, you're going to get next to nothing yield or very small yield, as compared to if you just let it run its course and never get that slowdown, that hiccup. So that's why
It's rosin press. My guess is people are saying not to rosin press those strains because autoflowers and faster strains are known for having lower amounts of THC, so they're going to yield less from the press. But that same thing applies to the flower, so I don't understand the argument really. If you're going to grow the autos, you're going to have the same, you know, you're having the flower or the extract all the same. So if you appreciate growing the autos, you'd probably appreciate pressing them too. And they don't always test lower, but in general, they definitely do.
Favorite tool?
Pitchfork?
My favorite tool.
A little bit of aeration.
I used to press a super
my favorite tool.
auto flower that it had really good terps, but the yield wasn't the greatest on it as far as flower rosin, but it was definitely quality. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to smash some auto flower if that's what you're looking for.
Chop up all my weeds with that machete. This is all burdock compost. About 4 or 5 different compost piles. Food compost. This is like stage 1 compost, right? Clean. I don't get dirty here. Turn on my water here. Dump my food compost, food waste here. That's all yard waste in the corner. I got another big compost in the back corner back there. I don't give anything to the city.
Are you getting by that bird's nest now? Is that why she's squeaking at you?
Absolutely. Her bird nest is right up underneath there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I haven't hung my hammock. She'll go up there. If I sit down, she'll chill out and go up there. So I'll sit here for a minute. I got 10% battery left.
Oh no, you better plug in.
Not gonna plug in. I'm gonna go inside.
Well, let me do this. Let me ask Dankman Dan what's going on.
In my garden.
Yeah, man.
Oh, not too much. We're sitting on about day 23, 24 of flower right now, very early. We got some primal punch in there. We got some platinum Kush breath, some dirty Kush breath, 3 different phenos of that. This is all in preparation for the Luzerne meetup. So it's future rosin extraction.
Oh yeah.
That's what we got going on. So, we're just planning for that. Should be flipping some outdoor stuff, but we're really lacking on that. But we're going to still try to get something outdoors going. Just busy life, man. Busy life. How about you, Scobo? What you're up to?
Man, I'm still trying to move shit back and forth. So my garden has taken a huge backseat. Let me be the first one to say my veg looks like absolute trash.
Now, are you going to be able to survive the hiccup with your stash, your current stash? That's the big.
You know what? I'm almost at the point where I sat down and I smoked a whole bunch of joints, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, these plants and veg look like trash, and I don't really know what situation I'm going into when I finally move. And you know what? Fuck it. You have a lot of seeds.
That's it.
Why
man.
not start over?
Boom, boom.
And I knew you were going to do that.
You knew it too, didn't you?
Oh,
Save
yeah. I
the
called it
keepers, though.
over a week ago.
Yeah. I'm just like, man, fuck. Because everything that I want to run, I still have seeds of. So, like, I can get back into those blueberry sunsets because I still have 3 more seeds of that.
Do it.
Right.
And I still have, I'm not going to sit and name drop what I have. We'll see as it goes along. But, I've probably got 4 or 5 things that I really should pop. Let me do one. I've got those sticky drip that I want to fuck with.
Hell yeah, man. I highly suggest those.
The
There
sausages.
was fire.
Yeah.
There was fire in those packs.
What did you have that nobody else had? You were holding like GG4 or something for Spartan, right?
No, Doc's got that backed up for me too.
I have it too. He's
He's got it. Yeah.
So answer me this: is the Gorilla Glue that I got from Doc, is that Spartan's Gorilla Glue?
No.
No, he had his own version, I thought.
Yeah, he has his own.
Okay. All right. That's fire.
Dude, I love it, man.
Probably the same cut. It's probably the same cut.
Well, I know I do because I've had more than a few ounces from Doc that I've gotten off of him. Just, Tara knows too. It's something that right now I'm looking at my stuff and I've got like 5 jars of Gorilla Glue. So I'm thinking, okay, if I don't smoke the shit out of this, like I've been smoking the shit out of this, I might be able to stretch this for a little while longer. But then on, like what I have in flower right now that's finishing is I have a couple of headlights in there. I have that humongous 8-foot tall platinum garlic. I have 2 different blueberry sunsets in there. I have a, what it's called, Keweenaw Squirrel, which is an old school, an Afghani from like 94 crossed with an early pearl. And what else do I have? I have one more thing in there, and I'm trying to think of what it is, and I'm too fucking scatterbrained to think at the moment.
Well, that sounds like a nice out for your ending to last you till you get back set up again.
Exactly. Well, I was doing some figuring and some calling around, and I've kind of decided that I've got to let Abolished in. Abolished is back. I've been looking into those steel buildings and what the total cost is going to be and some of the other things that have to be done. And it'll take me probably 5 weeks from the time that I'm able to, get a deal on a building as to when they can actually be completely done with fabrication and have it all installed and everything else. But that gives me time to have the concrete slab poured first.
We opted out this year for our building because construction costs are through the roof. We were going to do that 30 by 40 and we opted out. We're going to wait till next year. It's silly.
Was yours a wood construction or like a steel building?
We were going to do steel buildings, but the lead times on them are stupid crazy. And then the metal went up shortly after the wood. So now they're even more. So yeah, they're, you know, like 120% extra. So we're just holding off.
And so what I think that for what I'm able to do by code, you know, as far as, you know, you have to have, what do they call it? Like an abatement or whatever, so much distance from the edge of the property line. I should be able to put up like a 25 by 40 steel building. And then I want to have like a small lean-to on the side of it that's open on all sides so that I can turn that into like a screen room, put some ceiling fans and shit out there, somewhere to chill and smoke. Then I'll have my gardens inside of there. And then also, you know, like, what do you got there, Tara? Are you holding that same one up or is that something different?
No, it's still that second side. It's just a big old nug is all. It's big old.
Just a big old nug is all.
Sorry. Hold on.
Miss Spartan has the OG pipe there going. The Gandalf.
Yeah, man, I'm just kick back, relaxed. Gotta get that long pipe when you do that.
That's what she said.
Yeah, they love it. It's always a favorite of the ladies.
Nice one, Skilbo. Thanks for the assist when I was typing and my mute was on.
I know when you're going to hit your good lines, man. Your burners.
Appreciate you for the assist. We're like the Pistons back in the day. I can't even think of any of their fucking names right now.
Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman,
Isaiah Thomas, and Joe Dumars.
Did Michael Jordan play for the Pistons?
Tim Hardaway.
No, those they weren't Pistons.
Those are all
the bad boys when Skilbo.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when they won that 88. And then they went back to back in 189.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah.
Badass starter jacket back in the day. It was Pistons. That was cool as fuck.
Bill Laimbeer.
I'm pretty sure I still have that starter jacket.
Yeah.
Laimbeer's a real one.
All blue, and on the back it's the red like basketball. Yeah.
The basketball. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Good times.
Rick, don't make fun of me. I'm having trouble because I am smoking some Mac 1 tonight. So I'm blaming it on the cannabis tonight.
I've heard to blame it on the rain, but not blame it on the Mac.
Blame it on the Mac. I like it.
Blaming it
on the Mac.
Okay.
Totally. And I've got Madam Euphoria coming tomorrow because I gave up after 2.5 ounces of trimming. I'm such a pussy. I'm terrible. I couldn't.
That's bad.
Damn, after you. 2.5 ounces, that's I'm good on it, huh?
But the thing I want to know is how long did 2.5 ounces take you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
the
is
wrong
why
kind.
I called Madam because it took me a stupid amount of time because of course, you know, I've got 5 cats and that fucking cat air blows around in my air vent system. So I've got some cat hair on the buds and I will sit there and every single one I'll pick like everything has to be perfect before it goes.
So we just got to get like a HEPA filter for you.
You know,
like
I've been
for
talking
your
to my
room or your tent.
I had like a whole duct cleaning system and everything done and stuff, but they just said that there's not really a whole lot I can do about it.
Well, you could shave your cat. See, I took the high road there. I took the high road.
I don't know if you did.
I did.
You know what?
I took the high road.
Yeah. Speaking of high roads, you know who didn't take the high road? Porch Farmer yesterday mentioned.
He did.
Was public shaming?
He's never going to live this down.
Yeah, yesterday, the Wake and Bake mentioned by accident that he hated cats. So
I was listening. I could not believe that was utter.
You knew he stepped in it, didn't you?
I was like, oh my God, here we go.
That's okay, because
I just sat down.
Sequence killed an ant in front of me today. That didn't go over well.
I knew this was coming too.
Oh my God.
Everybody can get it.
Do you yell at yourself when you step on ants as you walk?
There's an ant running across the table and I went, beep, and then I flicked it off the table and she goes, no.
Wait, you didn't smack? You just flicked him?
No, I kind of smashed him and then I flicked him. We don't even know if this ant is dead or not.
Oh, he's crippled out there in the night.
Yeah, he's crippled, but
Hearsay.
he could be completely fine.
Yeah, that's more fucked up, man. I would have at least ended him. Shit.
That's a good point. I'm not gonna
Finish
be able to
him.
sleep.
I looked at he just went smush with his finger, and then and I went like I did yesterday when Porch Farmer said he hated cats. I was like, "Did you just kill an ant in front of me?" Oh,
She said I lost. She goes minus points.
You still okay, my book, Porch Farmer?
I did
Yeah,
not
I
see
sit
that.
right next to me at the table, dude. You're cool with me.
She said I was in the doghouse, literally, and minus points.
Wow.
Oh no, I didn't say minus points. I just said Porch Farmer will be glad to know that he's out of the doghouse.
He swapped.
Yeah, even Blue Kids thinks you're ridiculous. I just want to say.
I can't help it. I just think of it. Didn't you guys ever see that stupid movie, A Bug's Life, with the animated?
Yeah, I've seen A Bug's
Tara,
Life.
Tara knows what I'm talking about. So now,
So in
every
your
time-
head, I smashed the lead character of
Yeah,
the Bug's Life movie.
the cartoon. You mean the cartoon?
Yeah.
is what you're
Well,
talking
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it-
the finger just comes down
The
and
thing that's
crushes
not
the lead
life,
character.
the thing that's fake and not real, the cartoon. Yeah, I know that.
Aaron, I'm with you on this one.
Spartan, you know what?
Just Google.
No.
After this,
Appreciate you,
Google,
Spartan.
Google do insects feel pain?
You know
Google,
what,
do
Spartan? You need to
insects have
Google.
emotions?
You need
I
to
don't.
Google what a heart is because
That one. You can't live in this life with a heart without
There you
like
go,
that.
Abolish. We need
You'll
a Wizard
get
of
fired
Oz
up.
meme out of this, okay?
This
Life
shit
has
is
made me this
funny.
way. I was
If
born with a heart.
I-
Life has put me this way.
No, they might not feel pain, but they do kind of have like a hive mind mentality. So they might feel pain as like one cohesive being. So they might be hurting the queen when you smush one.
Oh
that's what I'm
man,
saying. And Eric, you're right. I
They
will
don't
kill
feel pain.
a thrip without thinking about it.
And I got her to admit she will kill a mosquito. I said, "Will you let a mosquito bite you on the face?"
these
No.
are the same
Okay,
people
so
who are
then
giving me
there's, you
shit
know,
for saying I would shoot a mole in the yard or a ground. You know,
Yeah, fuck that.
bum bum.
You have your right to
bum.
protect your territory, and if anything wants to try to be aggressive and challenge you, you have the right to fucking meet that challenge.
push that ant. You know.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'll fucking do it. It's not my choice to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't even think about it as I was squishing. As soon as I did, I was like, "Oh no!"
He
I
killed an ant.
Painted
on
lady won't
my
even put
farm.
back an avocado at the store, and I smashed an ant.
I
in front of
don't.
her
I don't know
face.
whether. I don't know whether to call her the Dolly Lady
Now,
or,
Yeah, you
or the
should,
painted
dude.
or the
Were you-
painted llama.
were
Which I don't
you
know what it
like?
is.
Painted llama.
As she turns her windshield wipers on and smears bug guts, probably
Was-
hundreds of them across her windshield. She's cool with that.
What-
though.
Was this
She probably cries every time,
Yeah.
dude.
imposing an immediate threat to you?
He was coming right at me, dude.
There you
It's going
go.
right for me.
There's certain bugs.
Dude, he
that
was
just,
coming right at me.
there's
No.
certain bugs that are just kill on sight. You know, ants, mosquitoes, fungus gnats. You know, if you got a flame.
Kingfisher.
I got bit by a
Yeah.
horsefly today. I wanted to smack the fuck
Ooh,
out.
they'll bite blood out of you.
Oh, those
Oh
are.
man.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Oh boy, she was taking chunks.
Kingfisher does
Kingfisher,
bring
you're
up a good
goddamn right.
point. Maybe these worried
Doesn't wanna
about
come
what you're
back,
gonna be
yeah.
reincarnated into. Yeah.
Yep. You're goddamn right.
Okay. That's okay.
Do you want to come back as a cat?
You want to come back as an ant? Probably
Only
not.
if I'm its mom, because man, they eat real well. Look,
I can attest to it. I'm not going to talk about it because you will think she's a crazy cat lady.
she could barely get off the
Oh.
couch.
I don't think there's any debate. She is the crazy.
Can you hear her breathing from like across the room?
Oh man,
Like
No, you
just
can't.
wheezing on the couch.
the cats.
Yeah.
You know they're talking shit and they're getting pissed. They're giving their I'm getting out of here. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this shit.
Bitch, I will scratch your goddamn
my
eyes
goodness.
out.
And I got 3 cats too, so
Thank you, Dan.
we're cat people here.
We got 2. Yeah, man.
I got one that sleeps right by my head every night.
No, cat hair is a horrible thing to have like all up in here, man.
It is. It's
If I had a rat or a mouse problem, I would get a cat. I'm not against them, but if I have a choice for a pet,
oh no, I
I'd
have
get a
the
fucking
lazy
dog.
cats.
Shit, let Quibbly go on him. They
Yeah.
rat ain't gonna stand no
They
chance
don't
with him.
move
He's
at
gonna
all.
Nah, man, I don't want my fucking dogs eating rats. I'll get a cat to do that. Fuck, my dogs are fucking. I like them.
They did find one downside to
Painted
dogs.
lady?
is Dogs poop in the yard and cats don't.
He just poked the shit out of you.
Oh, that 420 wife scoops them turds every day. Turd scooping every day.
I've
Every
always
day?
trained my cats to go outside and piss and shit when they come back in. Like
My
they don't
cats
use the
go
litter
outside.
box very long.
Polish, do you let the fish out?
I would if I could. It's a federal
A
offense.
little fish leash or something. Really can't use an electric fish collar on it.
Barton's got chat cracking up.
That's because they all know it's true, man. They're
You still got that
Dogs are
claw?
fucking loyal, man. You come in the door 100 times. It doesn't matter from time
True.
1 to time 100. It's the fucking same. They're so happy to see you. You open the fucking door, the cat might come out if it's hungry. Otherwise, you might see its asshole all day. That's about it.
That's all right.
I'm
It's
not-
fine. You hate pussy. Just admit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow.
I don't even
Is
know
it
how to
almost
respond.
past?
I don't even know how to respond.
I was waiting because I knew you were gonna hit her back, but
Yeah, then I looked over and I saw
Ouch.
chat. I'm like, oh, there's an audience.
there's an audience. Yeah, you're right.
Been
Can't
waiting
be
a
mean
half
to a
hour
girl on
for
TV.
Cheers, everybody. I'm really glad that you're still hanging out with us. We are 8 minutes from hash time if you choose to join us for a little community smoke. If you
Really
haven't been the
excited.
entire time already.
I just did a big dab, and I'm gonna do another big one at hash time.
Are you still working under that same house jar from before? Or did you get through that?
I've
Or you
got
got
a
something
lot of-
special? What do you got?
I've got a lot of house jars over here, but this is probably the jar you were talking about.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one I keep dipping into also.
That's the one that I have mine
Yeah,
from.
Tara keeps coming over and getting it.
It's like, can I have some of that?
wasn't
My
sure
guy
if you-
is improving his process, so the next stuff should be even better. We'll see.
We will see. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I enjoy what he does now, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to be like.
Oh, I got to shout out Green Gorilla. That's the best comment I've seen in chat, even though it's fucking against me. But he says, Spartan, does the cat got your tongue?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's clever.
There you go, sequence. That's it right there. Ooh, that's,
That's
kind of
what
a
I
cool.
dabbed the last time. That's this one, right?
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh
So
yeah.
I've got
I have to get all my accoutrements together and shit. I guess it's a good time that we could also tell everybody that we recorded a podcast, like a real
yeah.
live podcast this week, man. And it's really, really cool. I'm going to toss it over to Sequence so he can tell y'all some more about it.
Yeah, I'll give you a little buzz about it. We
Yeah.
talked to Farmhouse Wellness out of Grand Rapids about what they do there and some of the cool stuff that they do and what they're about and what they value and what they don't value and stuff that's going on in cannabis. They talked about the MCMA and their stance on that and all of that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in seeing that, it'll come out whenever Abolish gets it done edited. I haven't sent it to him yet. So maybe in a week or two, we'll have that out and you guys will get to see that thing. And it's not a really long one. It's like 40 minutes. So it should be really
That's a good one, though, man. That's
nice
a good
and
business.
digestible. It was a good show. They were really passionate about the things that they're doing and the things that they wanted to talk about.
I'm telling you, I like I said during the show, is talking to Chris was just amazing as far as me coming from my background as, you know, just like a med card holder, you know, but always believing in access and stuff like that. So make sure you guys tune in, and that is all on several different platforms. I don't know if Sequence knows which ones those are either.
What's that? The podcast?
Yeah,
It's on
It's
a
pretty
lot
much on
more than I
everything.
could mention,
Then
but it's
it's on most of them now. Yeah.
Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of that stuff. So if you have iTunes or Android phones, you can catch it on all your major podcast platforms and then YouTube.
Since we do have a lot of new people with us that, you know, Sequence and I originally started the show as a podcast format, and
I never wanted to be on video.
right, he never wanted to be on video, but Baked is the guy that bought him the camera. So,
Yeah, Baked sent me a camera.
but if you really, really are interested in this, if you want to know more about Spartan, we have a 2-part thing back in the very beginning with Spartan. If you want to know more about Red, We have one on there with Red. If you want to go all the way back, you can go check out Abolished Farms.
Yep, you can listen to us talk to Abolished. I believe that was episode 1.
Yep. Old Man Hermit Hash. Shout out to MI No Till Guy, Canna Kitten.
I'm pretty sure we had interviewed everybody. Didn't we interview
For Growly,
Dan?
Med Grower 1. Yeah,
Dan,
man,
if we interviewed you?
I don't think we've actually given you a real podcast, though. I don't think we should.
Well, we'll save that till July.
We could do that, and we could do Tara. If we haven't interviewed you, we could interview you, Tara.
Tara has a story to tell, and I guarantee you she'll cry during it.
Good. No, it's changing every day.
Oh, it'd be so cool to have you cry on camera.
It's not hard, bro. If you get it, the over under is 6 minutes.
I'm gonna.
No, the over under is 6 times.
Oh, we're playing the hard games. I'm gonna play under, man. I'm gonna play under that one.
You guys, you should feel honored that I cry.
I do feel honored.
Well,
we used to cry like every Wake and Bake show.
Well, speaking of Wake and Bake, Tara, I know you talked about it yesterday, but not everybody went back and caught that yet. Do you want to talk about your week?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I had such a great week. I started at Freedom Green Farms LLC this week with Dan, and let me tell you what, I can't have more of a smile on my face. I know when they shine the camera on me, I'm that one beaming. I absolutely love what I'm doing, and I get to touch those plants every day, and that is awesome to me right there. Just being able to touch those plants, get my fingers in the cocoa, and yeah, it's really nice. It's hard work. I've been exhausted every night. I've been in bed close to 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, and shoot, on Friday I was on scaffolding up and down, up and down, up and down, because it's a 2-tier system.
What does your job entail now, Tara? What have you done so far?
Pretty much just.
And how many plants is this in your room that you're working in?
In my room, I've got 486. I've done a lot of leaf stripping, trellising, all of the ones that are, at a nice big old stage. Actually, we're getting ready to put a 3rd trellis on this week on some of the top ones. So that should be interesting to do. I'm really excited. It's a super cool setup. Everybody is very helpful. Dan, so awesome to be around, and just so far I really enjoy everybody. It's such a nice place to work, and I'm really happy to come there. I'm super duper excited to see what's to come, and there's lots of things going on and more to come.
Right.
And lots of exciting stuff.
I've only got one more question, Tara. Is Dan an asshole in real life?
Hell no.
Now, his wife might say something different because she lives with him on an everyday basis, but
shit, they're
stuff at work, and him and his wife did my job for me that I signed up for, and didn't even let me do my job that I was supposed to do. So Dan is phenomenal. He can't say enough about Dan.
I'll quit it.
Great.
Appreciate you there, and you'll be fine. You're going to do a great job, and it's a little overwhelming at times because it's very large, but and like you said, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Very physical,
but I'm willing to do it, so I'm excited to go in there and do it.
Passion is a great driving force. You're going to do great.
And that's the thing. Everybody there is so unique and different in age-wise. There's some young people, there's some older people, and there's a couple ladies there that have the biggest smile on their face and are so bubbly and just happy to be there. I mean, literally just happy to come there. So to me, that means the world. When you see happy people when you walk into work every day, that's awesome.
Definitely. That is awesome.
Hashtag.
Huge difference.
Did you see me drop my tool?
What are you talking about, your tool?
I dropped my tool.
Oh.
About this tool.
Man. That's awesome, Tara. Congrats again. You're going to be great there.
Really proud of you, Tara. You represent us well up there, I'm sure.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
I'm with you. I feel that body ache all the time, too, still.
Well, I'm middle-aged now, so, it's not like I'm some little spring chicken here, but damn it, I'm giving it everything I got, and I'm hiking it up that scaffolding every 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times I need too. I didn't care.
Bless your
So
heart.
I'll
I
hang
can't see
from
myself doing it.
They want me to. But it's fun, you know. It's a lot of fun. It's amazing to be around that many plants too. I never thought I'd ever see that many plants in my life. I
Yeah,
thought
this is
working
just
at
the beginning.
greenhouse- I know, but I thought over the summer at the greenhouse was a lot of plants. But this is like 486 plants in one room is a lot, and it's just I love
That's a lot.
walking in there in the morning, just seeing them that bright light. It's just like wow, so a lot of fun. So I
Do
appreciate
you have
guys
you some
too,
good
because
glasses?
I'm sorry.
Do you have some good glasses for when you're in
They
there?
said I can wear my prescription glasses that I have because I wear bifocals because I'm so old. So they're letting me wear my prescriptions.
But you should get some over
Method 7s or
I have
something.
some over glasses, or like you said, you can get some prescription Method 7s. But yeah, you
Yeah, I
definitely
think I'm getting something a little bit more here once I get used to
It's-
everything.
it's very intense. So you really, really, really need eye protection.
Yeah, if you start feeling like you're getting headaches and stuff, it's likely the lights is what's doing it.
Okay.
So if you feel you start getting headaches more than normal, try to get some kind of glasses.
All right.
Apparently, it's really
Yeah.
hard on your eyes. It'll damage your vision pretty quick.
Well, in the commercial settings too, it's just like it's so much, you know, because it's compounded because you
Absolutely.
get so many all at once, and then bouncing off nice white walls, and it's just
Shoot,
Well, the
I've
amount of
already been to
hours too.
They've
it
had
takes time.
cake this week and a pizza party. So they celebrated my birthday and a few others for the month, and they've had a pizza party. I was like, well, hot damn.
That's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Nope. And it was really good pizza.
It's a
too.
great place to work. It's a great atmosphere. It's the last place I'll ever work, I think. So
Honestly, everybody I've talked to, not one person has had anything but good things to say about each person, the whole place. It's nice. I'm happy.
Very cool.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys have really helped me a lot. I mean, I went in there knowing things that I probably wouldn't have known, and I've got you guys to thank for that.
We just gave you some confidence. That's all.
Nah.
You've been gardening for how many years, Tara?
That
How many years?
almost 2 years now.
No, I'm talking about outdoor gardening, as in like real life.
Oh, God. Oh, 20
Yeah, this
something
isn't like
years.
your
I mean,
Exactly.
that's-
Yeah, it all
We didn't-
counts.
But this,
It all
this
counts,
is
man.
different. Yeah, but this is so much different. So much different.
Welcome
Red,
back, Red.
Yeah, I was gonna say welcome back indoors, Red.
Get him Spartan for that plant. Oh, he's blocking it.
He said it's looking better than it has in years.
Yeah,
Red, you're
you
muted
just
on Zoom.
Shut up, Medical Mendes.
Oh, thank God I'm muted on Zoom. I was like making mic checks and all kinds of random noises while we were like congratulating Tara, and I wasn't realizing what was going on, but it was more of a sentimental moment, not a funny moment. And I was making a funny moment out of like the toolbar and all that shit. So like, congratulations, Tara, and I'm so happy that you made it and you're
I'm
Red's
glad you
back.
didn't ruin it, Red.
Me too. You know, as a
Thank
matter of fact, that whole accidental mute was perfect for me. Yeah.
Fortuitous.
How's the microphone? I was doing
Very
some
good.
audio recordings this week and past week, so
It's been so long since somebody
Did
said,
you-
I can't hear Red Setter Farm.
Did you get in on the hash time, Red?
I believe I was here before hash time, around hash time, at ish, hash time ish,
He was here when the bell rang.
hashish time.
But usually he remembers 6 minutes later and goes, hey, did
Hash-ish
we say
time.
hash time?
Would that be hashish time? Should I turn up I'll turn up my headphones. There we go. That's a little louder. And then
I did 2 dabs with
Hear me well?
THCA on them, so I'm pretty high. Been rolling the dabs in the THCA.
That sounds yummy.
now, do you add terps to your THCA?
So yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
what
so
the dab is
what
for, is
your
because it's so
goal there.
just to add more THC to the regular dab.
Like a turbocharged dab.
Yeah, like adding espresso to coffee.
Right on.
You want to get
I
that
appreciate
tolerance
that.
completely out of this world is what you're looking for.
It doesn't seem to be a tolerance issue.
Oh, really?
I still get high from like one bong or from one dab. It's just I'm higher right now.
And for longer, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Giving all them terpenes more to do.
But I'll take some of this stuff and I'll take a dab of this where it's really wet and I'll roll that in this stuff,
You should just do one more and hold it up so everybody can see it.
which is really
Show it
dry.
off to the rest of the class.
So like a crumble, and then like more like a sauce.
These are like actual crystals, yeah. And then like a more liquid, more heavy on the terpenes.
more moist.
Moist. That's a throwback.
Just moist.
I'll do another one before the end of the show and I'll show what it looks like. I got to recover from this one or I won't be able to talk at all.
You gotta refresh.
Something I did want to bring up was the float. After this show, maybe tomorrow, we'll put a post up on Instagram of the float details. We're going to do the Groski float just like last year. We're going to start doing them early here in July for celebrating mine and Skilbo's birthday again, right? It's your birthday, right, Skilbo?
Yeah, man. A
All
little
right.
bit before.
Yeah. We're going to do it on the 3rd this year at the same place, the Argo River. We're going to release the details tomorrow. Someone's going to ask me what I just said in 5 seconds. So,
Dude, that was a really, really fun time last year.
July 3rd, we're going to do it.
Well,
We're gonna
and
release the details.
a little behind the scenes thing. So like
Yeah.
when you see our intro that we're doing right now, that period at the end is the trip itself. So it's pretty cool. It goes right through. What's it go through? Ann Arbor?
Yeah. Ann Arbor.
Which
It's
is
a
cool
good time.
because
There's some artificial rapids. You go across, like, I think 5 sets of little artificial rapids, and then we go down the Argo River. It's a
I'm
good
not
time.
getting horribly fucking sunburned again this year, my friend.
Yeah, wear sunscreen, you
Oh,
idiots.
Fuck.
Yeah, we start right at the Argo Cascade.
There were so many people. It was everybody, wasn't it? A lot of people got burned.
Yeah, everyone got burned. I was calling him an idiot, but I was red as a
Oof.
lobster.
I didn't get burned, but I'm bringing knee pads this year.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
tear a
You-
bastard knee off of a
bastard knee.
rock.
on one of those 5 man-made rapids.
I went to the lake yesterday, but I found at the store a big old bottle of spray. You just spray it on, and it's waterproof. So I intend to bring that with me. So I'll have some of that if people want it.
I'm gonna need you to spray
until
my
that thing
bag,
runs out.
Spartan.
That's cool.
I just can't wait to see how many unicorns we get this year after sequence last year.
Dude, my unicorn went perfectly, and it
I
has
should
like a
probably-
pillow built in. I was just
She's
relaxed the
seaworthy.
whole time.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody, we should at least before then, and I'm guilty of this too. I haven't fucking even tried to blow that up to make sure it still works.
I haven't
You don't
either.
know
You might want to try and make sure your shit, it's still.
Dude, those are only like
See where-
$20 though. That's the whole
Yeah, I'm
cool
just
thing.
getting a
Is
new one.
just get a new one. Fuck
I
it.
should blow it up and see if it's gonna hold air.
I do have the SS skill boat, and I do believe she will hold air.
I believe yours will because it was definitely more purpose made. Mine being a novelty piece of shit could be a one-time
You got
deal.
to come back with something next year, right? Oh, Red's trying to do something.
I almost hope that it's got a hole in it so I can do something else.
If it does, you can hop on the SS Mermaid. I bought
The
a
painted
mermaid.
lady got a mermaid.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get that double one, man?
the painted mermaid. Oh my god!
that
Do you
little-
remember
Mine's a
the-
double too.
No. Remember the flotilla of Bad Bunny?
Yeah,
When they
I'm not saying
that
that.
beast.
I think you
Like-
2 is about as big as you want to go. You don't want to go much bigger. 2, maybe 3, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, when that popped, man, and they were just like it was like the Rattan Death March to the end of the race with that
How
thing.
long did it take him to blow that damn thing up? My God,
don't know.
They had
man.
like 4
Forever.
people that could fit on there.
It was like a floating island, basically.
It was like the big one you see at Sam's.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Brad,
Red's
what are
trying
you
to-
doing over there? Are you
he's
drinking
trying-
denatured alcohol?
No, he's trying to light some
No,
kind of candle thing or
drinking.
something.
Butt chugging it right now?
Red,
I'm
do
getting-
you or do you not
getting
have a
things
feathered
out of my
quill
way
that you're going to
that I
start
don't
writing
need to
with
be
next?
touching.
Smash those
There you
don't
go.
drink the acid, Red.
It did kind
So-
of look like it was going to end it all.
No, I'm not going to be drinking.
Or throw a
denatured
Molotov
alcohol.
cocktail.
Denatured alcohol is for clean burning, so that I can sterilize the syringe tips.
Oh, okay.
So use denatured alcohol rather than like a lighter. It's going to leave soot. The denatured
call.
alcohol will leave far less soot.
Burns a lot cleaner. You can hardly
much
see the
cleaner.
damn flame.
So,
Okay.
you can sterilize with that.
Your teeth
Could
and
you
fur
use
is the next
methanol
show.
for that?
One of my techniques, I'm not sure about the methanol. I've only been taught to use the denatured alcohol fuel. So,
I have such a
fortunately,
bad
this
joke.
stuff will last a very long time. Now, I'm not going to use very much today, and then it's going to eventually evaporate. I could probably dump it back into there for best preservation. I always fail to do that and just evaporates. So maybe I'll try to.
I think you're better off letting it evaporate so you don't contaminate.
That's kind of my reasoning on not dumping it back
Yeah.
in. So
if your goal is sterilizing it, then just buy it over again later on.
yeah.
So what do you do? Get that at like Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever?
Yes, as a matter of fact, box store brand denatured alcohol. That little burner I got on Amazon. So that's alcohol burner that I got on Amazon. And then I have some 95%. This is grain alcohol. So like call it Everclear, call it whatever you want, but 95% grain alcohol. That's just kind of for additional sterilizing. I've got the Lysol over here.
Gloves.
Purell. There's some gloves and there's the whole nine. And then in between shows, I'm gonna move everything out of the way. And probably during this show, I'm gonna give these guys their first wipe down. So these are brand new, fresh out of the package, and then I'm gonna have to wipe them down and kind of open them up and kind of break them up slightly. I don't want to break the berries, but I do want to kind of make them so they're not as compact as what they are. These are just 1 pound sterile grain bags. I've had them sitting in their sealed box for about a week now, so it's time to go ahead and get those suckers inoculated with some fungus.
That's gonna be a cool show, Red.
Thank you.
Chat's asking if we'll have a dab cooler on the float. We might have a dab cooler.
We could.
If somebody brings like a Puffco Peak or something, the most of the river is plenty calm enough to use something like that out there. We will also be passing lots of joints.
And you can always get a dry bag too.
Yeah,
If you-
I'll have a dry bag. So
If you really want to dab, the ooze pins or whatever, they have an attachment for the top that you can load a pretty decent size dab in. They're like $10 a piece. If you had 3 of those, you could easily rotate those on the river and then just reload them when you're at stops. If dabbing's your thing, you don't want to smoke joints. And shit.
Puffco makes one too. Did you already say that one? Puffco makes a solid little like handheld style dabber that's just like this. You just like unscrew the top and you can load your like rosin or whatever you want into.
I didn't mention the little one. I mentioned the Peak though, because the Peak Pro is badass.
I haven't
I
messed
got
with
to
it,
use
but
that thing one time, and I was like, okay, that's the real deal.
You can give me that for Boomer's Day.
When's Boomer's Day?
Oh yeah, don't forget
I
Father's
don't
Day's
know.
coming.
We'll make it up. Whatever.
We'll make up Boomer Day.
That's it, man. We'll share it amongst the boomers.
When's Millennial Day?
For
When are you
for
hooking
all
me
the
up with
abuse
one?
that we have
What do you
to take
want,
on this
Buck?
program from you
What do you want?
whippersnappers.
I agree. I think there should be several days.
Several.
Several days.
I think I'm still square in the middle. I'm
Now
not.
you're. Now
I'm
she's
not. I don't have
pushing.
allegiance to either side yet.
MBGS smoking
But I'm
Olympics.
moving towards the boomer side.
Say
I'm
willing to
leaning-
accept Boomer for gift, right?
I'm leaning boomer. I'm leaning boomer right now.
Your music definitely leans millennial.
My music? No, I listen
Yeah.
to fucking modern day shit, dude. I listen to
Yeah,
fucking,
exactly.
I was listening to Pretty Reckless's new album. It's fucking badass.
Rock on.
Came
That
out.
shit Badass.
I'm so
Yeah.
boomer. I have no idea who that is or what genre or
That's
anything
what I mean.
about
It's
it.
his music
Really?
strays
Still?
millennial.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's-
there's your verification. Yeah,
I'm all over. Yeah,
And
I
you
got a
guys
thing
go to
from
corn.
Spotify, and it told me I could share it to my story on Instagram. I'm like, fuck that, because it was like some crazy shit. Like, oh
you don't want to get caught listening to that shit sometimes.
no, it was all over. Like it said, like one of my interests that said it was
Cats.
no, it was a weird category. It was like
Interpretive
no, it was
dance and
interior design, and then the little icon next to it was from listening to a Fumidor's podcast. That said, I
that's
liked
funny
it.
as hell.
So it's like
Consider your
obviously
interior
just
design
some-
for your indoor garden.
it
Yeah.
sounds like it's just a randomly generated bullshit. But
I have a degree from your college in interior design, so don't
my college.
Don't
I
knock
have
it,
any
right?
colleges. I wish I had a college.
But I didn't do absolutely dick.
Dick
with.
all with it. No, but you know what? It's the opening thing for a job back in the day. It's like, oh, you have an associate's or bachelor's degree? Come on in. What's
Yep.
it in? Jesuit studies.
That's true. Yeah,
Jesuit
just having
studies.
just having a degree is all they care about anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Somebody had to finish the King of the Hill thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
10-15 stoned. It's time to roll another one.
That's what I just
Always.
did. Good call.
What have you been Googling, Spartan Grown?
FBI knows.
I don't understand the question. I don't know. I Google lots of stuff. I'm curious.
Ooh, is this a new segment? Spartans Google history. That would
Hey,
be
I didn't
kinda
fucking
fun.
sign off on that.
I didn't sign off on that.
There's gonna be a lot of addresses and shit that I don't think want to be out there.
We're gonna have to go over the fine print.
Back to this divine blue gelato. Shout out Dro Grows. I know you're watching right now too. Thank you for gifting me the clone of this.
The
It's such a
funniest thing
nice
in
smell of
my
smoke, man.
my Google search history right now is GMC Sierra cup holders too short? Question mark.
Sure. That's because you're trying to get those like super big gulps and shit in there.
No, I'm just trying to get my fucking coffee from my house to work.
No, my friend, you're
cup.
stuck buying the goofy cups that do fit in your vehicle.
My cup is too tall.
First world problems right here.
Have you tried changing your fucking cup? It sounds like the easiest.
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
solution.
man.
I did actually. I was at the store and I was trying to find a different cup, but then I was looking at them and they all had shitty lids, and
That's
I
the other
couldn't.
deal breaker, yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
go to like a Sunrise gas station
Jesus
where the
Christ.
old boomers go because they have those old school cups
dude,
that are
it's
like
really
small on the
hard to
bottom,
find a good cup.
and then they flare out on the sides for that person that wants like 64 ounces of coffee to start their day.
I have a 30-ounce Yeti cup, and it's too top heavy for my truck. It just fucking, if I hit the brakes for
There's $100 down the drain.
whatever,
Jesus.
it'll just. I gotta like.
A shitty lid.
So,
what's a shitty lid?
Or
Yeah.
can you just jam this shit on in like the side, the fucking door? Fucking, there's like a little door space. You know what I mean? You can just jam it in there and just leave it there and not drink until you
Would
get to
say
work. I mean,
Sequence
No, you
doesn't want
can't.
dribblers. You don't want dribblers, right? That's your problem. No
Ladder.
dribblers.
it's not sealed on the top.
No, that my cup's too big for the door, and too big for the cup holders.
So what you got to do is you got to buy those aftermarket ones that sits over top of like the
Get
transmission.
a new car, Australian says. I
No,
like
just
it.
get a secondary cup holder, bro.
Sounds like
I'm caught up on this idea of exchanging the entire front seats with Escalade seats.
Oh Jesus!
Will they bolt in?
No.
Yeah, they bolt right in.
Do it.
And
There
I
we go.
think I'm gonna have to see, but I think
What
they
the
have
fuck
bigger
with the
cup
adjustments
holders.
and all that.
Actually, I'll get more adjustments. I'll go from 3-way power seats to 8-way power seats.
Do it.
Mm.
Do that shit.
But I gotta see if the fucking cup holders are bigger.
Why? It's still gonna be better.
It will still be better.
Maybe we'll get you a cup for fucking millennial that fits your goddamn holder. I can do that, bro. What you need, man? You measure it up.
What you need?
I got you.
Got you, boo.
I could really, if I could find a
You ever
a
try just
Yeti cup
holding it in your
that's like
hand? Ever just try to
22 ounces, it would
hold
be
it?
perfect.
22 double dues.
Just
The
hold
problem is if I go from like 30 to 18 ounces, that's a lot less coffee, and that's
I'll get you
unacceptable.
2, bro. 2. You have 44.
I have 3 cup holders, so that
Come
would
on,
work.
dude. You got a desk there. Put a
Double
fuck with
fisted.
your coffee maker.
Double
Just bring that
fisted.
fucking coffee maker into work.
You need a carafe.
I have
You
a
just need
coffee maker
carafe.
at work.
Well, what the fuck are you? You need to have a fucking 69-ounce fucking
Does
thing
he
of
drive
coffee
work?
just for your trip to work? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's what I said. He's got a bladder the size of a half gallon.
Aren't you so glad this new segment exists?
This is fucking funny.
You got to bring your own coffee pot in and plug it
I
in.
knew that if I brought up that thing that I googled, it you guys would laugh.
This is
a
get
lot.
late sesh vibes, man.
I like the coffee that I make at home because it's French press, so I don't drink coffee at work.
Oh, you can totally put one of those at your desk then.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
though. Bring
that'd
that,
be
bring
super
that to
easy.
your
Just
fucking
bring that
desk.
sucker to work.
Yeah,
Get a-
but we
get a spare
totally
one to leave in your
pulled
truck.
out of the ant squishing.
Make French press in your truck.
And squishing.
Pulled you right out of there, man. Got your out of that one.
Chad's rolling off of this shit.
Fresh press takes up like no space, man. It's like a size of a cup.
Call it a desk press.
Eric asked me to look into an IV for caffeine or for coffee.
THC.
THC.
Full spectrum IV.
Both.
Okay, so sequence
not
you
do that,
use
you'll be
Full
in the
plant
news.
drip.
I do have to know, since you do the French press, what are you starting with as a bean? Are you grinding your own? Are you using some other shit? What's up?
I don't grind my own because I haven't bought a bird grinder yet. So
Okay.
I buy pre-ground coffee. So I end up with little flakes of coffee in my fucking coffee all the time. So that's annoying. But I like all sorts of different stuff.
You know they make coffee filters, right?
Yeah, but you don't use coffee filters in a French press.
Yeah, but when you fucking have little pieces of fucking coffee in it, just pour it through a coffee filter, bro. You don't have that shit.
You gotta just pop a K cup, yo. Have you
It's from
guys
the
had-
guy who doesn't drink
Pop a
coffee.
K cup.
have-
I don't.
have you
Yeah,
guys
I don't.
had
I
that
can't think of an
cold
easy
brew,
way to
man?
do it.
Dude,
I
I
like
have
that cold brew is good shit.
Cold brew is good. I have cold brew in my fridge,
Yeah, man.
but I buy it
Shit.
pre-made.
My wife hooked me on that, man. I like.
So
I want to get
just
pour
taking
over and
Dan's
do that.
idea and running with it. Medical Mondays has a suggestion from chat. Says just pour your coffee in a Ziploc and heat it up when you get to work. There you go.
So,
gotta be a Ziploc bag though.
ew, gross.
There's that sick
Sounds
ass player.
awful.
Sure to make a mess.
But anyway, I like 1895 coffee, and I like the let's see, the Folgers breakfast blend because it's got more caffeine in it because it's light roast.
Mm-hmm.
Then I like Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I like the Dunkin' Donuts. It's good.
I like that
Full
sort of
donut
style.
Folgers
I don't
got
like
that
flavored coffee. I like
no,
normal coffee.
No, I don't do the French vanilla or nothing.
we
Just
have
cream.
Dunkin' or
And I
Starbucks
drink it all black.
Sumatra.
You know you got a spare turkey bag around, dude. Just fucking spill that bitch out.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
fucking horrible idea.
Love me some regular
Spill proof, man. Spill proof.
The amount of BPAs that would end up in your coffee.
Ew. Yeah, man. You're not even supposed to like drink water out of if you have a water bottle that you take to work in your car and then it just gets warm. You're not
It's
supposed to take
breaking
that
down.
shit into work or wherever you go and then put it in the fridge and then drink it still. It's all
Yeah,
that
but-
shit leaked into your water when it got all heated up.
What
But it probably
happened?
got heated up in the back of the semi truck on
Yeah,
its
it got
way
heated up
from
before it got
El
El
Fake
Segundo
it.
or wherever it came
Right.
from.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't
So
buy
my-
that water.
So my emergency bottle of
Exactly.
water is gonna kill me. That sucks, man.
I was talking
Not
about that
immediately, just
Berkey
later.
filter,
You know
man.
what? I'm just, man, we're
Just
gonna
saying,
find-
man. I'm just
I want to
saying.
eat. I'll eat the snow instead. Hopefully it's cold.
And hopefully not yellow.
I know Derpinoid. I
Do
want to
not
get a
eat
bird
the
yellow
grinder, dude.
snow.
The yellow. I don't. I'll avoid the yellow.
full of vitamins.
Clear.
Dro, you're right. McDonald's coffee is fairly decent, but there's always a huge line at every McDonald's in the morning.
And they always have you pull forward, even when you're the only person in the goddamn line. Swear to
Oh,
God,
that,
we have.
There's the
I
we have
just
the
wanted
worst-
Sounds so
sausage.
worst
specific.
McDonald's
I
here.
just want a
in
sausage
Brantley.
McMuffin.
Do not stop. It sucks. I
Dan,
mean,
are you cranky before
Sir,
your
the
flat
shake
jacks in the
machine is
morning?
broken.
No, bro. I just don't like this McDonald's. It sucks.
and you know they tell you that after you pay. That's the frustrating
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Because you
You
can't even
pull
say, you
forward.
know what? I'll just pull away and go fuck yourself.
I'm like, I'm
No,
sick.
you've already
You
paid.
go fuck yourself.
There's nobody behind me. Nobody.
You're cracking me up, Dan.
That's true shit, man. Wait, I'm gonna take you guys there. I'm like, watch this shit. They're gonna make us pull forward.
Why would you take me there for that? I would be pissed.
Prove a point.
That's a good point, Spartan. What an asshole.
I'll be
You're gonna
fucking knocking
all
on
you
the
guys
door.
to
What the
dinner.
fuck?
You're gonna be like, yeah, man. Dakeman's gonna take us to dinner. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's drive-through, and we're gonna fucking be like, yo, check it out.
And then
So,
they're gonna
He
forget
says
our
he's going to
shit.
take us there to prove a point. Dan, are you the kind of guy that takes a sip of the milk and goes, "Oh my God, this milk's bad. Here, try it."
No.
Okay.
no.
It's very similar. Very
I
similar.
sniffed that milk first, bro.
I always sniff milk first. I had a bad experience one time.
And if I don't know, I ask my wife.
You thought you had milk and you ended up with cottage cheese.
Dude, I ruined a bowl of cereal with old milk one time, and I was so devastated.
Could have just told yourself it was tapioca.
Oh, that turns my
Dude,
stomach, man.
you guys want to hear it really rough?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not
Oh.
sure. I'm not
One
sure.
time, this kind of goes with milk and spoiled. We were babysitting for friends. You know, we were just a young couple, my wife and I, my lovely wife, and we were babysitting these young girls. And I was bouncing this little baby up in the air. This baby like threw up, man, blah, and like right in my mouth. Dude, it was horrible, man. I'm like, here, take this kid, you know, just like,
I've had a baby throw up in my mouth.
oh, it was terrible, dude. Oh man, well, you know
100%.
my pain, man.
100%.
What is this fucking baby throw up
No,
in your mouth AA or what's going
I know
on
this
here?
girl, dude.
I've heard
I
that
know
happen.
this girl, you know. I mean, I don't know her, but I see her around and like I secretly like resent her.
You're like, listen, I want an apology now that you can talk.
That's like true shit, man. True story.
You should just go and throw up in her mouth and just
No,
say,
she wouldn't know. She'd be like, what the fuck?
Take that.
Actually, I think my
Hey,
kids
Max,
have
sorry,
probably
but-
Tara's
told her.
laughing so hard.
What kind of S&M crazy bondage shit are you guys talking about? What did I miss? What am I missing?
Aldridge. Wait a minute. Let me just
Hey,
do a
Red,
classic.
If
Baby,
somebody
come
threw
back.
up in your mouth, Red, would you want to throw up in their mouth back?
I probably would end up throwing up in their mouth if their mouth was open because I most certainly would spew after that would happen. Yeah, man.
Well,
All right, that's a good answer, Red. Thank you.
Belittled, yeah. Whoa, man, dude, I'm really sorry.
It's
that
romantic,
happened to
Red.
you, Dan.
It's
Yeah.
that's what you walked into,
So
brother. Sorry.
you got spewed on by a random baby.
He was throwing it
I
up
was
in the air. He
bouncing
calls
the
it. He
baby.
threw it up. Got her all sick.
You were holding the baby. You're bouncing
I
the baby
was
around.
holding the baby and
Wow,
bouncing her. And,
Yeah, dude, you can't do the David Bowie, man.
gotta
You
burp
start,
the
Oh,
baby
yeah,
first.
you start doing the
I
David
learned
Bowie.
quick.
dude, you should- Yeah,
Like
man.
that scene from Ace Ventura when he was trying to feed the birds.
It was good
gross.
times. Good times.
Sorry, chat.
Was it baby dance or something? Speaking of babies, man, hey, good topic. I got a shout out to Becca. She's having a baby sister. Her mom is in labor at the moment. So
Oh,
I thought that
congratulations.
was going to go a
Anytime.
different direction, Red.
Me too. I was really nervous for the first
Yeah,
episode.
man. We've only known each other for a
My
couple
gut
months.
dropped a little bit.
Her mom is actually in labor. So
Red did say he played hockey before, so he might have slipped one past the goalie.
shout out to
That's right, dude. He's panicking right now.
Only 2 months? Okay, we'll talk to you in 4 more.
Lots of goalies.
Lots of goalies, he says. All right, I guess I'm going to have to roll up one of those dabs here. I'll show you how it works. Rolling it up. Ooh, that sounds good.
It's like some ASMR shit.
Yeah, dude, I put it right up to the mic. So this is like, maybe it'll focus.
Nice.
Like a caviar consistency.
Those beluga terps.
You don't have to be silent while I do it if you don't want to. And then,
So,
Like you just spill
does-
it all over your counter.
so is that like the THC? Is it like rocks? Is it rocked up? Is that the caviar consistency you're talking about?
yeah,
Or is it
see,
just-
like it's all over the
yeah.
outside there.
Yeah. And that's just pure THCA.
Yeah.
Now, did it separate on it?
There you
though?
go.
Was it mechanically separated?
So if you were to dab just one of those rocks, it would be just like tasteless.
Very little taste, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't like pure THCA. It's very, very close, though. But yeah, it'll have a little bit of a taste. But these dabs are awesome.
I'm trying to keep muted because this dog.
Smash is yelling at me to spotlight myself. That would be too professional.
That'd
My
be like
bad.
me being not muted, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing up here.
I'll tell you what, chat. If you sit on a show for 2 hours and you just smoke straight, it starts getting harder and harder. Like after you pass a certain hurdle, you're just like super fucking baked.
Speak for yourself, dude. I'm not hard at all.
I'm waiting for the RSO to kick in.
And I was baked before the show started.
I gotta get something forever ago. and I let the dog in, and I forgot my papers.
I thought it was gonna be your lighter.
Shout out to my son. That's why I was a little late sliding in, but I still got in before the show started. But my son stopped by and he dropped off. He had a picture of it looked like a professional like school picture, but he was in his graduation getup. So that was cool to have like an actual. I mean, I have pictures on my phone, but that's nothing like having the actual real deal, you know. So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, you'll hang that up, right?
hell yeah! I told him. I said, that's another thing is I'm going to start working on getting an office set up in one of the bedrooms. And I told him, I said, I'm going to get me a frame for this. It'll be on the wall behind me. So when I stream, everybody's going to be seeing your smiling face. And he just kind of smiled.
Kick ass, man.
Yeah.
Proud papa, man. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It would be weird to see you stream from a different background, though. It would
You're
take some
probably
getting
the
used to.
most viewed cannabis streamer
Yeah.
in the world.
Think of how many people have seen
No.
that background.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
But and
All
then,
the shows you're on. Psh,
I've only done I'm only really doing the 3 shows now. I haven't really jumped on. I've been getting people asking me to do some other shows, and if it works with my schedule, it's just like in the summertime, man. I'm busy.
You can't just look at it from the YouTube perspective, Spartan. Like all these shows are put on audio platforms that have 100 times more reach. Like you're pretty well known, man. You're out there in the Cannaverse. You're like a superhero.
yeah, dude.
Well,
You're like a celebrity,
I
an
appreciate
influencer.
it. I'm not getting paid by any.
You're a
means, so
celebrity
don't-
influencer.
I don't get to be called an influencer because I'm not getting paid. Luke has asked me what tat did my son get. He showed me his tattoo. I cannot recall. I remember it was like, oh, I do recall. It is text and it's in Spanish. And what did it say? I can't. It wasn't finished, so he's got to finish it up. But shit, I'll get back with you on that. I'm sorry, I don't remember what the saying was, but it was a pretty good saying. It was similar to. It reminded me of like one of the founding fathers' sayings, like "Don't tread on me," or that kind of a thing. It was a saying like that, but I want to get it right, so I'm not going to just guess. You all right?
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Look like
Yeah,
you're
just had to cough a little bit before I talked. Every word I say still has vapor coming out.
I love that shit. I like I've had it happen only like once or twice, but I would take like a huge, as big of a bong. It was being stupid, just trying to take as big as I can every once in a while, and then blow it out, and then
Yeah, it's a good time.
and then go on and do something else, and then like a little while later cough or something, and then a little puff of smoke comes out. Like a good like minute or two goes by, and it's always
Yeah.
makes me laugh.
4 breaths later.
Yeah. Yeah,
In the moment, basically any portable AC unit probably cover the load on that. Especially, I'm guessing you're getting LEDs in those.
And what?
Just depends on your budget. I mean, if you can go a little bigger, it's nice having that leeway in case you upgrade later on.
Oh, I see it. What unit do you recommend in a 2? If I have 2 4x4s in one room with LEDs in any codes? I don't understand the back part of that question.
He's wanting a discount code for ACs. I don't think we have that hookup.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think
That's how you know
anybody
you're
does.
when you're big time. You'll get those
would-
codes.
I would opt for a window unit versus one of them portable units that exhaust out the window. Those kind of suck. If you can't afford a mini split, then your window unit would be my next option.
I think the portable ones are just less efficient, right?
If you
Yeah,
have
they-
a large
yes.
commercial grow that
And
you're
they-
trying to multi-room mini split, cool that up, I may have a discount code for a 5-ton or 2 5-ton LG units. If anybody is listening, I have 10 air handlers and 2 LG units and one hell of a discount code.
Nice plug.
Those are brand new in the box.
Get the hook up.
Ooh.
54,000 BTUs a piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much is 10 tons? 54,000.
Plus heaters.
I agree with Dan though, as far as like even efficiency and just how good they fucking work to cool the room.
Yeah.
I like those little window bangers. If I can get it to work in any way, that's what I want.
Yeah, because if you've got two 4x4s and you're in like a 10x12 or a 12x12 room, that's going to be sufficient to use that room as a long room, as long as you got intake for your 4x4s.
And that's really the best application is use that air conditioner to cool a space outside the rooms and then use fans to bring that air in, because those window units are a pain in the ass. It's not impossible, but you got to take them apart and shit to get them to be light proof. Light will come in through the fins in the back and shine into your room. And if you have the AC in your room and it's a flower room, you could get herms. So it's really better to have it like cool the space and then bring that cold air into your room. That way you don't have to worry about light leaks.
I used to save a lot of money when I got the window air units by getting the refurbished ones at like Menards and shit. It's like half the cost.
And
Yeah,
get
like
them
them out of season sometimes, like
yeah,
right in the fall or whatever. They're trying to move them out of the store. You can get them in clearance or whatever. You get them cheaper.
September, man. Yeah.
you won't be able to find them mid-July.
No.
Yeah, no.
Another good thing about that lung room is you won't be blowing cold air directly on your plants like you would if you put your AC in a room. with your
Yeah,
plants.
that's a good point too.
And just a real simple like illustration so you can picture it. What we're talking about is it would be like a window unit in a room, or like a bedroom of a house. And then you have a tent in that room. And in that tent is where your room is where your grow is. The room itself around the tent is what we'd consider the lung room. And then you just use fans to bring that air in.
Right. And that's what a lung room means, is that's where it's pulling its air from the outside of that outer room, and you're cooling that space so that you're not kicking ass on the air conditioner all the time, having to fight the temperature of maybe some HPS lights or something like that.
Yep.
You
that's
can
how I
also put a
run my-
dehumidifier in there and that sort of thing as well.
Yep, that's exactly how I run my tent city. You just exhaust everything in there, and then you use passive for intake, and then you have your AC unit right there cooling the lung room, which is basically just a gap between your tents.
Yeah, like your hallway,
Right.
basically.
Yeah, that's what it always turns into, right? Red, what jar were you holding up earlier? Was that a Rainbow Driver jar?
This guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rainbow Driver.
Oh,
Personal.
fucking called it, man.
Just a whole bunch
I
of
recognize those buds,
just a
yeah.
bunch of stuff that Becca tossed off to the side that could honestly be smoked. I mean, it's all solid nug meat, no leaf. I don't think she trimmed any of it, but it could otherwise be processed. But that's all we really got out of it. All the leaf materials set off to the side, so we'll probably just process all that eventually.
More hash.
Yeah, just a straight hash run, man.
This one doesn't drop the hash as much. I'd be interested to see it like ran solvently, not mechanically.
I could probably get that arranged.
It'd be cool to see what a couple bags of I was thinking about dropping off a couple bags of Fagroli. We were talking about meeting up here in the near future. Shout him out.
Oh,
Shout out
nice.
Fagroli. Congratulations to Fagroli. Only he knows why. So I'm not going to spew his business around. But
Did you mean
congratulations.
two-time cup winner for girl?
Yeah,
If that
Fagroli.
happens, boy, I'd be ever so honored.
Yeah, you have to hold one of those little jars back.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to
Amazing.
try some of his stuff. I'd
I
like
bet
to,
you whatever you get, Red, would sell out pretty damn quick up at Luzerne.
It's
Oh,
not going
yeah, dude.
far. It's not going far.
Things
Yeah,
like
hopefully
that.
you could bring it to Luzerne.
Pre-sale.
in August. What's in August, Captain? You're going to be in Michigan? Because that's a possibility. I may have Rainbow Driver cuts in Luzerne. All depends on if my mothers are willing. We'll see. I may just have cuts, though. I may come with cuts and not fully rooted clones, so you have to be special careful. I like to go travel without roots. Less roots, less risk.
No, as long as you have like a decent way to clone and stuff yourself, I would rather just take them as literal cuttings. rather than
100%.
anything rooted. Then I can just dunk the whole thing and be on my merry way.
It's a good way to do it.
Then I know if there's any pathogens or anything in there afterwards, it's my fault.
There's a question in chat from 650R. I like that, 650R Blackwater, and he says, "Hey bros, anyone try Power Side to slow down flower stretch?" And what he's talking about is applied foliar. I can never say that word.
Foliarly.
Sprayed onto damn
Foliarly?
plants.
Foliarly.
And I have heard that
Red's
it
got
works
it.
from people.
Foliarly.
I've heard from people that I trust that it works. Wolverine Grown, Rex from Power Side, the owner. Can't remember who else, but I tried to convince him to do that at work. And the thing is you have to go at a high rate. You know how I was saying that Power Side was like a 0.5 per gallon, but the high rate they're talking like fucking up to 4 or 5 mils per gallon.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what the? And but so he tried to at the regular point. I convinced him to do it at the 0.5. So of course we didn't see much difference with just that rate, but it wasn't at the rate that they were saying. So I would try.
Inconclusive,
Very
right?
expensive
I would
though.
I would start at like 1.5 to 2 mils per gallon, and do 3-day apart applications in the first weeks of flower up to week probably. Well, just try it for the first 14 days at first.
Hey, Spartan, is there a special way to mix that? If you were mixing it into a water solution?
Water, I would put water, Power Side, and then mix it.
Right on.
And then nothing else. And that's using the power. Let me try to get this right. That's using the Power Side Bloom. No, the Power Side Original. The Power Side Original. Because the Bloom has added Fulvix and everything else in it. That's using just a regular original. And what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing you can do is if you're able to, if you have your environment that where you can change it and control it very well, make your night cycles warmer, even if it's only 1 degree warmer than what your peak temperature is during the lights on, and that will help reduce the stretch also. You can do that just through stretch and then turn the night cycle back to how you normally want to run it. So there's a couple tricks there, and if you add those together, maybe they can get you to where you need to be. I would try one at a
I hadn't
time.
heard that one before.
Yeah, I didn't know the temperature one.
It's called, I can't remember the actual name of it, but there's a special name for that. But it's basically inverted. It has to have a warmer night temperature than day temperature, and they'll stay pretty squat. They'll stretch less, I'll say, but it's not going to stop the stretch. But that, and then the added power side, that might get you to where you're pretty close to, really reducing that stretch. The only other thing I've heard is, and I haven't tried this because there's a chance you kill your plant, and that's darkness. On the flip, you leave them in darkness for, I think it was at least 3 days, which that's fucking your plant up. I don't know, but it supposedly will pretty much stop the stretch. I just haven't tried it. So that's rumor. I wouldn't even say there's science behind it.
Appreciate it, Spartan.
Yeah.
It's cool that you always have the insight on the products like Power Sci and the stuff that's used at the commercial level.
I started using Power Sci about a year ago. I don't know if I can say it makes a difference. I don't know.
That's the opinion I always had on silica when I used it before, but I didn't use Power Sci. I was always using like whatever was included with like Botanicare or whatever.
So I agree with you guys at our level, but at the commercial level where I saw not just an expression of 4 plants, but expression of fucking 150 plants or however many I'm looking at that particular time. And when we switched over, we have a test room right now running Athena nutrients, the powdered Athena nutrients. And you don't use Power Sci with that. And so we're looking at the plants, like being more critical with them than we normally are, because we know it's a different nutrient and all this. And we definitely can tell when we went in there to train under the netting, when we put the second netting in and we're trying to spread it out and train underneath, it's like it didn't take much. And like if you did any kind of a close to a super crop and they were snapping right off. And we're like, oh, well, the only thing we can think of is there's no power side. There's no silica to build up the strength there. But that's really the only time. And I've never seen that at the home level, really. I never noticed that. But it wasn't happening on every plant either. It was like when I went through, we had 3 guys go do a whole 150 plants and we probably lost 8 tops. So it wasn't like huge. But I mean, we were being careful after the first couple too, but still, it wasn't expressed throughout every single
You can definitely
plant.
tell though, yeah.
Yeah, so like when you have a bigger selection over, I think you can kind of see changes like that.
Well,
But
you
then
guys are in
again-
a specific situation where you guys actually weigh everything too, so you know exactly what you're dealing with at the end.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass, unnecessary.
What happens in the case of that with like lost tops? Is that the same as just like trim leaves? You put it in that same category?
It's like biomass, right? So
Yeah. Called plant waste is what we got to track it for.
Yeah.
The state.
We just have a long bag that we fill up, and then you either when you're done or it gets full, you just take it over to this floor scale and weigh it, and then log it in.
A
lot of overregulation on that end of it.
I've never really understood what that was accomplishing. It's like it's not like
Right.
they're
Well,
tracking
what-
these numbers or anything. It's just it seems like superfluous fucking work.
What is
Use your fancy
accomplished
word.
by tracking wet weight and then dry weight? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
who cares?
That's not all the waste. There's
No,
more.
I know, but like, what is accomplished in just that?
After the plants have been broken down, you have to weigh the stems.
Stems too, yeah.
And dude, I'm
But
telling
I mean,
you,
why do they want to know that information? Is like
they want to know
relative
how
to
much
what?
biomass is being made and how much your waste is going out. I'm assuming
Because this was designed by a programmer and lawmakers that don't grow weed, and that's why.
Yeah,
because
The-
things
the
that they
whole
think are
process is
important, things
wasteful.
that they think are important are not important, but they think they are for some lobbyist or somebody made their.
I mean,
mind
are they
up.
afraid of somebody
Shredder
trying to make
says
like
they'll
a
sell the
tea out
data.
of my
That
root
makes
balls?
sense. That's a potential thing.
And you know what? You think that's bad? You should try moving weed. That's even worse. Transport? Oh man.
So stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
That's something that should be
on the
abolished.
commercial level.
That
Yeah,
should be completely abolished. That whole license. There's
Yeah,
no need.
it's-
It was put in there because of. I'm not going to name a name, but somebody owned a transport company. Wow, big surprise.
so yeah, it's crazy what you have to do on a commercial level to move cannabis around the state. So much regulation.
Yeah, it's like a Loomis truck or some shit, right?
Oh no, they're just somewhere.
Dude, they know the entire route and every stop before they leave.
Yeah.
And the time that it's going to take to get there. And if you're out of that time period for, they give you a little leeway, but you got to start reporting, oh, we're in a traffic jam. You get
Not enough
all that
time to
shit is
burn one,
tracked.
right? Yeah.
Fucking, it's retarded. It's like you're moving, I don't know, gold around or something.
Right. Secured cargo.
Uh-huh.
What do you have under triple lock? I have some stems. Thank you very much.
And God forbid,
18.4%.
That report, that report of where they're driving, one of those reports goes to the police, so the police know the exact route of where they're going and what times and all that. So talk about the pressure. Can you imagine the pressure of that person driving every day? I'm sure you get used to it, but man, how many times do cops just harass you?
Oh shit.
I imagine all the time.
Rolling through with 1,100 pounds of fresh frozen.
Imagine like some kind of Cheech and Chong ice cream truck or some shit that's just rolling down the road.
I would never be interested in touching the transportation end of it at all.
It's crazy.
I love that you get to see 1,100 pounds of fresh frozen, Dan. Living the
You've
dream.
never seen 1,100 pounds?
Hell no.
Oh my
Well,
god!
you acting
we're gonna
surprised
we're gonna
for.
change that for you guys. And,
Yeah,
you guys are
yeah.
gonna be blown away. You guys are
That is a
gonna be-
fantastic segue, Dan.
Dude, you
Yeah.
don't know you don't
I
know
just want to
the
bury my
feeling,
face in it.
you don't know the feeling of hauling frozen fucking turkey bags full of product to the transportation person for so long that your hands are so cold you're like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna have to get gloves or something.
Art and get some batter's gloves out there, man.
I'm gonna admit I hate fresh frozen. I fucking hate it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's great on harvest day, but it sucks dealing with it. It's so cold and ugh.
Yeah, I usually don't have to do too much once it leaves my room. It's kind of out of my hands. But yeah, we got some coming down this week, fresh frozen in my room. We're, day 58 or so in my room. It's banging in there, man. Banging.
Do they do a trim before? Do they trim like at least the ends off?
That 420 wife and I, we started last week. We crushed out about almost 300 plants last week. We pre-harvest.
Oh, nice. You did a
Take all of
Yeah, so we're still working. We got some longer strains. They're going to take a few days longer. I was actually able to grow some moms out. They let me flower a couple moms, so I put them in some.
Oh, that's cool.
Some 15 gal cocos, and we threw down. Yeah, and these big.
How much were they drinking, dude? Like a day? Were they drinking just like a ton a day, like 3 gallons a day?
Like 3 gallons, and then towards the end they're doing 4 gallons, and yeah, they're crushing. They're like 5 days behind the rest of my plants, so they.
Fuck, man, on a 15-gallon.
What do you think they might yield?
That's
they're over
moms, man.
They're all over 2 pounds of light, and that I had 2 of them. So yeah, it was great. They're purple, great frosty nugs, just really shine. So
that's awesome.
Nice.
It was cool.
Sounds like one of our moms, man. Because yeah, we like today. I watered them. We had 3 of them that took 3 fucking gallons before I can get them to run off. I was like, Jesus.
I know.
And I'm only in 10-gallon pots.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It just blows my mind what can be achieved in cocoa. It's just amazing.
I love the cocoa, man. It's just, it works so well. Just it's amazing the control we can have with it.
Well, that's the thing at the commercial level. It's almost necessary. You know what I mean? To be able to have repeatable results.
Exactly. To stay consistent, because that's what it has to be.
Don't all of you grow in cocoa, except
I
me?
do.
I think all of you do, right? Pain Lady, you grow in cocoa, right?
She's doing both, I think.
She's got both, I think.
No, well, I have done cocoa, but I prefer soil.
Okay. Tara, what were you running? Were you doing M3?
Yeah, I was doing soil, and then I was doing, I did that mix of that Happy Frog and the Ocean Forest, and then I switched over to M3, and then Nut Tree 420, and I use cocoa.
Yeah. We know Red. Red's the cocoa king.
Well, I've grown M3 at home, but.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I recommend to a lot of these newer growers I see at work. They're like, what should I use? Outdoors. I'm like, man, grab some M3. That's gonna, take you guys almost all the way through. Maybe add some late additives, but
some earthworm castings or some shit.
It'll give
some
you
enzymes and some barley.
I stand behind Spartan's recommendation on that product because it works.
I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to hear back from Painted Lady on this, how this Coast of Maine stuff is, because that could be interesting. I've seen it at my grow store. So
I'm interested in this Bio 365 or something.
I don't know what that is.
Me either, but on Cheap Home Grow, who was talking? It was Kyle. Was it Kyle? One of the guys was talking about using how great it was. So I'm like, man, I haven't even heard of this stuff. So I'm gonna do some investigating, I guess. Take a look. Sound good. If it shows up if I see it at the grow store, I'll pick up a bag and try it. But I haven't seen it yet.
You know what? Speaking of Cheap Home Grow, I want to give a shout out to Brandon Rust. Man, that dude, his gardens look amazing on Instagram.
Oh, dude, for sure.
He knows what he's doing.
He hooked
Holy
me
shit,
up.
man.
Brandon hooked me up. He sent me a DM the other day, and it just said, "Yo, what's your address, bro?"
Shit.
I put it in there, and I was like, "Dude, you got me fucking excited now."
Yeah, man.
And he sent me. I used it for the first time today. He sent me his product that he's trying, his new one, and it's not out yet, but it's iron plus BB that Bavaria Bassiana. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's an ounce per gallon. You mix it up and you just pour it through. It smells like alcohol, but I don't know, man. I will see what happens. But that Bavaria Bassiana, that fucks up a lot of the soft body insects, anyways, like a fungus that infects them. So
Yep.
I do that
Beneficial PM. Yeah.
So like
I bought it to try to kill thrips before.
I still have that packet from you, Sequence.
So to do a once a week application of that has got to be beneficial just in itself, let alone the added iron. So that's awesome. Thank you. Shout out, Brandon.
Has anybody tried Limerilla?
No, I haven't tried it
That's
yet.
the one that I want to try.
I still haven't popped it.
I gotta pop it, yeah.
Okay.
Got them right here. Popping them next. But these are Limerilla times Mac 2, I think.
Well, okay
I
then.
think I have Limerilla F1 and F2.
Why the fuck are you not popping?
I
Growing this other bullshit. I'm gonna grow this cut that 4,000 people have instead of I'm gonna grow this fucking seed that nobody has.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I know he even said that I'm the only person that has that.
I got this super lime citric that I'm smoking.
Rub it in, red. Rub it in.
Oh,
Get Sequence's
right.
dander up there.
Good grief.
I'll have to bring some of those cuts to the Zern.
Okay, the Entourage Effect. Shout out to you in chat. He says, I'm going to love Bio 365. I just need to find it. I got to go somewhere to buy it. I don't want to fucking order shit and get it fucking shipped to me. I'm not about that, man.
Okay, yeah, Shredder's got him going.
Yeah, the carbon impact
Shout out, Shredder.
of that's terrible, Spartan.
Yeah, that's just one other good reason, I guess. But it's because I want to go pay cash.
Yeah, that too, for sure.
So,
like, it's nice to be able to get Coast of Maine. I do recommend the soil, and if you see it at your grocery store, I guess you could buy it, or you should buy it.
dude,
But like M3 is just as good, and it's made here locally, so it's not shipped here, which is better
it's
for the
cheaper.
environment.
And it's cheaper. Coast of Maine, I saw Coast. To be fair, I saw Coast of Maine at Blaine's, which is just like a Tractor Supply kind of, and it was like $1 more than what I pay for the same size bag of, M3. I was like, well, I would have picked it up if it was, cheaper, but it was more expensive. So
I used that.
It's known to be good stuff.
I use that Coast of Maine lobster compost for my compost teas, the base for that. So I have good results with it.
Well, that's what I got going in all that cannabis I was showing earlier. They're
Right
all
on.
planted in a little bit of that, a little bit of
I'm
white
using
Castle.
the
Stuff,
Stonington
man.
blend for my plants. That's the one I picked up.
That's the stuff.
Stonington. I like it so far. The only thing I noticed is it's different to tell when it needs to be watered other than picking off the pot. The top is darker than that Route 707 or like Ocean Forest and that kind of stuff. I thought just like kind of a darker consistency.
it's good. Maybe that's like more humus or something.
Maybe, yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's cool. Cat is awesome looking at over your shoulder. Looks like it's sitting on your shoulder almost.
He's
Perched.
ready for his Levens.
I thought he was ready for a treat.
Oh no, there's a bug over there too on the wall.
Do your job. At least kill the bug.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, it's a stain. I'll put it outside.
And that takes us right up to
Doesn't
the edge of
kill
the show
anything.
one more time. Before we get out of here, if you didn't get enough, make sure you guys come back through tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the late sesh. Sequence. Drive this thing.
Thank you, everyone, for watching the show. Please check out our sponsors, Easy Swap Pots, code MBGS for, I believe, 10% off. Check out Madam Euphoria Farms for sweet trimming. Check out State Genetics. And check out 2020 Mendocino. Have a great night, guys. See you tomorrow for the late sesh. And we turn.